What's going on, everyone? Family, it's your boy Big. Welcome back to My Black Universe. Usually I'm on screen, but not tonight. Not this time. I think with what's going on, you'll need to see me. I would like for you to be more so focused on what the topic is at hand and what's been going on. There's a lot that's been going on, particularly in Texas, all the way to uh, Alabama, back here to Texas. There's just so much that's been going on, family. So I'd rather have you focused on the content and the topics in hand than myself. You know what I'm saying? I used to get a little animated and stuff like that. That's not important tonight at all. I just want you guys to be focused on what's going on here in my state, at least for the time being, until the move is complete, and abroad. So, real quick, let's give you guys some news going on around the world, uh, going on here in Texas, particularly, so you guys can be up to speed on what's going on and be able to protect your kids. So this is one of the first things that was brought to my attention by my wife a couple days ago, and I found it disturbing because yeah, you listen to it, and of course you see there's a black mother up front and with her son, and there's a few things I note about this whole scenario that I want you to take away from it.
So it broke the skin and scabbed over.
Ashley Armstrong already had a lecture with her 11-year-old son, Jordan. Scabs from tattoos are now seen down his arm reading, "I heart my Lord," plus initials tattooed on his hands.
He got punishment for it. He got punished for it. He knows better. He shouldn't have done it in the first place.
Now the Greenville mother wants answers.
These kids are getting these tattoos in class, and not one teacher noticed it.
Armstrong received a call from the school nurse at Travis Intermediate Tuesday. She was told to get lab work done immediately on her 6th grade son. Thursday, Greenville ISD confirmed the in-school tattooing of students. A statement posted to social media read, "Teachers assigned to the classrooms where the incident allegedly occurred have been suspended pending the outcome of an investigation." Going on to say students gave each other tattoos using temporary ink and the same needle. Greenville ISD is working with law enforcement to identify all students involved. The district didn't say how many students were tattooed or how the tattoo needle got into the school. Armstrong's son told her a boy in class approached him and the tattoo was done in the classroom with a teacher in the room.
The needle was shared several times from one class to another class to another class. It's with the needle, so I don't care if it's temporary ink or not.
But Armstrong is still unsure what is under her son's skin, hoping the scabs don't scar. Test results came back negative for any diseases, but the 11-year-old is due back to the doctor next week as a precaution.
This could affect him. Seriously affect him. Yeah, I'm not letting up on none of that.
All right, family. So first things first. This is Greenville, Texas, about 40 minutes outside of Dallas, northeast of Dallas. So if you want to know where it's at, I've driven there a few times from Fort Worth. It's about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, maybe even 2 hour drive depending on traffic. It's a good little drive. One thing I noticed though with this whole situation, you don't hear him talk about dad. There's no dad present, at least in the interview. And the son, what gave me kind of alarm was on the dynamic of parenting is this boy has his phone in his hand for dear life. That makes me very concerned. So one thing me and my wife are doing now are we're limiting on screen time. Tablets and phones and things of that nature are getting snatched up. Kids are getting pulled away from it for hours, sometimes even days, because of this incessant need to be stuck in the screen. Very addictive. There's even lawsuits going on right now. One against Roblox, saying, hey, video games addicting. You can possibly get a claim. So, family, be careful of that. The mom, saying she looks like she works somewhere in the center. Nothing wrong with that. But if she's the only one doing it, it means she's on a limited income, and she may not feel like she may not have the energy to discipline or take this out of his hand and engage her son and guide him, which also he needs a father. There's certain things that a man can do and a man sees in a young man that a mom or a woman can't see. It is what it is. Being forged into manhood can't come from a woman. I don't care if you don't get mad. I don't care if you don't like it. It is what it is. So you see this is in the school and they're breaking the skin. Now if they're using a tattoo gun, which has a distinct humming or vibration sound similar to like clippers, there's no way a teacher didn't hear that. They just it sounded like they didn't care or they're no concern and they let it ride. So that's one thing I'm noticing. So family, be in your children's lives, ask them questions, let them know, hey, look, if anybody try to convince you something, hey man, let me see if I can let them know off the back, on some full extra off the back. It ain't happening. We show my children this, all three of my children, like, hey, this was going on. Don't let nobody tattoo you. Don't let them cut your hair. Don't let them touch you. And if you don't want to be touched, we let them know pretty much that if for somebody's trying to do something to you and you don't want it to be done to you, and which I tell them you don't want that done to you, and the person decides to try to do something anyway, do what you gotta do to defend yourself. I told my children, we'll worry about the consequences later. I'll deal with that. You just make sure you put hands and feet on them. You're not breaking my son's skin with some nasty needle. Kids get hepatitis B and all kind of stuff going on. Kids are already nasty. They barely blow their nose like they want to. They rub their hands across the nose and snot and boogers and everywhere, and be playing and running, touching other, touching food, touching desks, touching door handles. Kids nasty enough as it is, but you got somebody trying to play tattoo artist. And one thing I noticed is they don't show the kid. There's no kid who brought the needle in. We don't see his picture. We don't know who his parents are. Could they be white, Latino, or white or white Latino? We do have black people who do tattoos. I just find it hard to believe they let somebody get a hold of one of their needles and just dip with it and not notice it. So that's something you need to know about, family. This I hope this is not a trend, but if it's something going on, make sure you talk to your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, nephews, great nieces, great nephews, whatever, and make sure they know what's going on. Next thing in the news, family, is the measles outbreak going on here in Texas. Started in the San Antonio area where people went to a event park, a theme park, and just like measles, it's cool. And boom, there's an outbreak. You know what I'm saying? There's a death from measles on the 25th. This article's from the 25th. 124 cases of it. There's a lot going on, family. Be careful, be mindful. I know we want to, go out and have balance and, stretch your arms and have fun and have that moment, but be careful. It may cost you your health at the, you know, at the best and your life at worst. So be very careful when you're going out having fun and doing what you do. Now, the meat and potatoes of this episode, or this chronicle, if you would, is that the music industry has been kind of shooken up. Our dear beloved sister Angie Stone has passed away. I'm not gonna show the pictures and the clips of the accident or whatever. Fatal Alabama crash with only her out of 9 passengers. She's the only one who passed. The only one who was fatally hurt in this accident in Alabama. And some people are raising their antennas and saying, that seems weird. How you in a van with 8 other people and you're the only one who passes away. Everybody else is, quote, injured. If you want to know, like I said right here, police say Angie, a passenger van, was the only one killed. The other 8 occupants in the van were injured and taken to a hospital for treatment. The driver of the 18-wheeler was not hurt, and the cause of the crash is under investigation. And the reason why people are saying this is kind of weird is because when you go to IG, shout out to we just share this on this page. Let's get over to it. You go to IG, something. really weird something she says. Now we're gonna get to that in a second, but I want to show some love and appreciation for the sister. I didn't realize this. I've seen this picture. I never put two and two together. If you've seen Microphone Check, then you realize MC Shyrock. This is her, one of the founding members of hip hop. Angie B, or as we know, Angie Stone, was right there with her back in the day. Oh Lord, Newport 100s. Lord, that's been a staple in the black community. And, not to God bless the dead, but I'm just saying the optics of this. This green and white carton, Newports. You already know. Family, you already know it's just funny. MC Shyrock, she actually shared this on her Twitter, I believe, and I thought I saved it, but I didn't. But shout out to her. Our sister Angie B, as we know, Angie Stone, actually rapped. Now I gotta stop it, because YouTube get weird and him with copyright strike. But yeah, she was back there back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just dope to see that she is 10 toes down in music. All the genres, she was there in the beginning of all of it, man, and everything come around full circle. And the reason why her passing is kind of questionable when people have their ears up is because she was here. You know. Here she is in the Funk You Up the sequence, 1979. Our beloved sister with the chocolate skin tone. Hey, hey, hey. I gotta break it up because YouTube. Once you go like past 5 seconds, they be like, "Oh, copyright strike or copyright." So a lot of my now this is why a lot of people have their the 10-4 Kufi on, if you would. A lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. After 40-something years in the business, I'm like, where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. Even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to, people that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time, because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made. So I'm just here to let you know, one way or the other, Universal Music, you're going to have to give up my coins. And so what I'm doing now is whatever is necessary to make sure they pay me for the legacy of my life, for my children and my grandchildren. They're going to have to give me my money. With one of those children being Michael Archer II, which is D'Angelo's son. Then she has a daughter with her husband. Look his man's name up. Who's now? Diamond Stone husband, Rodney Stone. So she had 2 children, a boy and a girl. Her first child is D'Angelo, the singer D'Angelo's son, Michael Archer II, and Rodney Stone, her husband, they had a daughter named Diamond. She's born in 1984, so same age as me, 40 years old. So your family, you see these things, and it hurts. Dope artists, dope sisters, been there since the beginning with it. Hip hop, R&B. You know what I'm saying? She is not an outsider at all. And to speak up weeks about your Universal Music Group, Drake's label, Kendrick's distributor, and how this happened, it raises questions. It raises a lot of questions. As we know, I did the video with the white dude. He said, "Hey, when artists become too big and they start saying things and doing things the label don't like, did things happen to them?" This is white British dude. Y'all, check the last one of my previous videos, two of my previous videos. This happens, and the reason why I want to talk about this because um, family, being an independent artist, has its benefits. Now, she says she signed over her rights to certain people to do certain things, register her music and things like that. Well, I don't do that. I'm actually an independent artist myself, and there's certain things I had to learn. Like when this is my distributor, United Masters. See my all-time streams. It's me. Newest single before that, this single. You see where my music's being listened to. These all-time listens. You know, I can't fabricate streams. I ain't got the money for that. Around the world, been listened to United States, United Kingdom, Nigeria, South Africa, etc., etc., etc. You see where my music's been listened to on YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. But here's the thing: these are the things I've done to make sure this pops off the way it needs to. Illuminate. Now, this is not the right one. This is title registration. There's another one. Here you go. So this is the one. If you're releasing singles, you need ISRC registration. If you're doing title registration, is if you're releasing an album. All right. Now this is a Google. This is Docs. Google Docs form. You see what it says to add an ISRC code to our database. All fields below must be entered in order to be accepted. Please submit a separate registration for additional ISRCs. So an ISRC is an International Standard Recording Code, which is a 12-character alphanumeric code that identifies a record or song or music video. So I have that on all my songs. When you have a song released, your DSP will create that for you. Unless you already have one and you're doing a re-release. So you get your ISRC through that. You make sure you do it through Illuminate. You also have it encoded through MediaBase. You see down here, RCS, Test All Media, Media Monitors, M-Score, Rate the Music. Those are partners. You want your music encoded. The reason why it's encoded, you can get it tracked better. These are things you need to do. I have my music in SongTrust. So you can't, I like doing this so you can't see my password or whatever. SongTrust, I am, making a little bit of money. Yeah, twos and fews, but SongTrust. The royalties, songs, or you can manage your songs, songwriters, things of that nature. Registration. You do these things to protect your music. This is the last one that needs to be finished being processed for it to pick up on this end. You have your ASCAP, which is your Performing Rights Organization or your PRO. You do this is where you give credit to, even more credit to, like, let's say you have a song that has a sample in it. You want to make sure that you properly register where the sample comes from in here. Like, I got a song called Tonight. I Gotta Move that has a Michael Jackson sample from Off the Wall. Guess what? While Templeton and Michael Jackson's estate are properly credited. You have these things done, sound exchange. You have these things done so you can protect your art, your IP, your intellectual property. And this is the main one. Excuse me for I clear my throat. This is the main one. Electronic Copyright Office, or ECO. This right here is paramount because you can choose how you want to be copyrighted. Do you want to all out copyright? Nobody can use your music without paying you full price, or do you want to set up copyright where they can, um, yeah, you can use my music. I mean, you can use my music. However, to continue using it, you have to share your streams with me, your revenue with me. So I'm not gonna take all your money, but I don't want to kill your video. I don't want to kill the vibe of your video, but I'm gonna need a portion because you are using my music. So I like this. Now I got this from a brother who had an ebook who put me on game, and I'm letting you guys know the game for free. Uh, she'll be getting charged, but like our sister said, she let people handle her business so things aren't properly registered the way they're supposed to be registered, so all the royalties can be collected, mechanical royalties and things of that nature. You have to be on top of this, family. That's why being a independent artist can be a benefit. It's a lot more work, however, it gets done. Now, it can come as downfall. Unfortunately, today, Monday, March the 3rd, a brother who's not longer an upcoming artist, but he's established artist here in Fort Worth, which is very unfortunate. This is my hometown. This is where I was born and raised. Fort Worth rapper G Money, Little Ronnie, and his 5-year-old daughter were killed in shooting in North Texas car wash. Family says, excuse me. So, Fort Worth rapper Ronnie, Little Ronnie Smith, also known as G Money, Little Ronnie, and his 5-year-old daughter was identified by Smith's aunt, who spoke at WFAA scene. So basically, a car wash in Forest Hill. He's with his daughter, which, you know, I don't know what's going on with the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a street dude. I'm a street cat. But from my understanding and being the outsider, it was always, you know, women, children, and elders were off limits. And this is coming from a square. This is coming from a square dude who move as a square. It is what it is. I'm not gonna pretend, oh yeah, I know how to move, and you can't. And no, I'm a square dude. But I've been in proximity of cats who, you know, lived the street life or was adjacent to the streets, and I understood there was a certain code of conduct that came with that. They took away a 5-year-old baby, man. They took away a 5-year-old baby, man, and people aren't happy about that, man. They're not happy about that at all.
I could never sign with Kanye West, y'all.
My bad. Hold on. Let me move this around real quick. We're gonna we're gonna double back to our brother Sahai here in a moment. What uh and we're gonna double back for our sister. Um let's speak on what's going on with this brother. Man, he's young, and he's young. And I'm not downplaying him. I'm not sunning him or nothing like that. I don't want nobody who's other life trying. Oh, you trying to? No. I'm 40 years old. Lil Ronnie was a young cat, has life ahead of him, man. Trying to do something in the city, being a father. Got your daughter with you. I have a daughter. I know what it's like to have your road dog. Your daughter's your road dog. That's your buddy. Your boys they be up under mama's butt all the time. Mama. But your daughter's your buddy. That's your daughter. She interested in what you interested in. She just want to be around her daddy.
Obviously, the saddest part to everybody else is the fact that he lost his daughter in that situation. Now, we've known situations where a lot of people that's living in street shit. So a lot of times, a lot of innocent people get caught up in their bullshit. Not because the street dude wants them to get caught up, but it's like you got so much bad energy and bad karma out there. Bad shit happens, and unfortunately, bad shit will happen to the people who stay around you too. whether they're innocent or not. This little girl losing her life should be a sign to all of you guys to leave this street shit alone, because it's not just you it's affected. Yeah, sure, you might lose your freedom, you might even lose your life, but it's a lot worse when somebody else loses their life because of your actions.
You know, I normally don't get involved in niggas' situation when it comes to what they got going on in the streets and, you know, beefs and all that. But I'm gonna say this, man, when you take one of these kids off this earth, you take one of these babies off this earth because of whatever you had going on with somebody else in the streets, God gonna curse you and everything around you. And it's really inexcusable. It really ain't nothing really else to really say about that, man. Like, that shit really fucking with me. I got kids, and if you got kids, even if you don't got kids, that shit ain't gonna sit right with you internally. So, R.I.P. to little Ronnie and this baby girl, man. This shit crazy. Like, I knew something today. Like, I was already feeling like the day was weird when I got up this morning, and so it's just crazy how things turn out. But hug your kids, man, real tight tonight, and we got to do better, DFW.
Rest in peace to the best gambler in Texas, hood fame, Lil Ronnie. It's so much I won't say right now, but I'ma just leave it at the peaceful shit, right? But y'all killed that man while he was with his daughter at a car wash. Y'all know that man ain't even much into all that, but yet y'all decided to bring that shit to that man's family. I pray you bitches go to jail. They bury you under the jail. You get prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law, because you niggas took rap too far. Y'all took this hip-hop street shit too far, and I get tired of watching it, gang. I get tired of watching you niggas. You niggas broke anyways. You gonna go to jail, can't afford a lawyer, can't afford a commissary, can't afford to call your mama. Your mama don't want to put money on the phone, but yet you outside with guns shooting niggas that's being father figures and great pillars of their community. Fuck wrong with you young niggas? Now my heart is broken to know that that little girl was a part of that fucking gunfire. What she had to do with it? What this man's daughter had to do with it? Matter of fact, dog, I'ma leave it alone, but I'm gonna bring attention to the situation because that little girl did not deserve that. That little girl did not deserve that, dog. But y'all niggas, y'all some cold-hearted, rotten-ass young niggas. And the shit God got planned for you, can't nobody stop.
A capital murder warrant has been issued per Forest Hill Police Department. They know who did it. They are not releasing the name at the moment, which I understand. You don't want to alert the person, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know who did it. You know what's going on. We're not putting no name because, well, you know, another thing, they don't want people getting vigilante justice. Think about young Dolph. When our brother, their brother lost his life, coming back to service his community, which this the crap that blows people. You know, you got the one person, he move and he get up and he get on and he come back and he feed community and he support his community. You always got that 1, 2, or 3 dusty dudes who have this envious heart. They feel like that should belong to me. And so when the hood find out, yo, you done did something grimy, and they know who did it. They want to come and see you. You made it street politics. Now street politics. Once again, I'm a nerd, and I understand this. If I'm a square, and I understand that street politics is street politics, so I don't be where I don't need to be. I don't know how to move in those spaces. I know how to move in space. When I say that, I'm not finna go over there and perpetrate. I stick out like a sore thumb. So I don't go in certain spaces, trying to be and doing whatever. I know that. I know better. If I know better as a square, if you are in this lifestyle, you know what it is. You had 2 or 3 thoughts like, yeah, if we do this, we gonna make the block hot for us. Real hot. 400 degrees hot. 500 degrees hot. Should we really do this? And you do it anyway, bro. Well, bro, you brought this on yourself. So they don't want to put the name out because they know cats that don't know the name yet. They don't know the name yet. They gonna be riding around the city, waiting and trying to find you. Pulling up you know how many people lives you put in danger, man. Think about Nipsey Hussle. How many people, because of old boy, the Bleasian, the tether, who took that brother away from his people, his family, his woman, his children, the community. How many people around him got caught up in the mix? Family members getting caught up in the mix. You just going into your life because your stupid ass nephew or niece or son or cousin want to do something, and now you in the crossfire. Now you in the crossfire because your people want to do something stupid. And I don't know, Chucky's. I don't know. Maybe this is a secondary page or whatever. Uh, the two laughs. I don't know. Maybe if they stole his phone and hacked it and put the video up there of him. What happened to him, or whatever. But there was a recording, like recording of him and his daughter getting shot, and they posted on Facebook. People do things for clout. They could have hacked him. They could have had his phone, and his phone was open. Maybe he got caught slipping. I don't know. As a dad, man, that's the last thing you want to be able to worry about. You hanging out with your little girl. Daddy on the road with you. All right, baby, come on, sweetie. Dad, when we've done, can we go get some ice cream? Can we get some popcorn? Can we go do some? And that's your girl, because with your son, you kind of tell them no. You immediately, Dad, can we? No. Nope, I'm hungry. Eat some air. Have an air sandwich. I always hungry. Because that's my son. I got toughen up. But once your daughter, man, hey, don't tell your brothers I did this for. It's such a different energy, man. It's so different. And they took this brother and this little girl away, man. That's why at 40 years old, man, let me tell you young cats something, man. If y'all don't listen to nothing, quit telling your partners when you winning, man. So, I'm going to say something else. If you're an artist and you start popping, leave your city. For the life of me, it kills me that you young brothers aren't watching the interviews of your cats y'all listening to music to. If you're a Bootsy fan, you need to be looking at every Bootsy interview. From the time he was getting jammed up and the cops was gaffling him up and cats was shooting at him, go look at those interviews. He tell you what he had to do different, what he learned. So you don't make the same mistake. You need to be looking at all the interviews from all your favorite artists and artists you don't even listen to. You need to look at a Bruno Mars interview, a Teddy Swims interview, a freaking Jelly Roll interview. I don't give a damn. These are artists. People that's in the game that's doing music. They tell you what happened to him. Moray, he tells you, hey, I was in this deal, man. I got shelved. I thought he was going to pop. The only thing we know from him is quicksand. Quicksand. That's it. Because he got put into a janky deal. I listened to a Big Crit interview. Big Crit, one of the big things Big Crit said that made sense to me, he's like, yo, a lot of artists, when they get their deal and they get their money, the first thing they want to do is they want to go spend it and get some change. Like, no, bro, you're not a 9-to-5 cat. You're an artist. Take that money and invest in your music. Which is not the reason why they didn't mind dropping him, because they couldn't put him in perpetual debt. Put that in your music. That's what feeds you. That's what funds you. That's what pays for your apartment or your whatever. While you creating your music, creating an album, so they can distribute it and get their money back and then some. You went and spent $100,000 on the chain. You had a, $700,000 advance. Now that's $100,000 gone. You still gotta pay taxes on that, bro. And other things, you got studio time and this, that, and other. And now you this perpetual debt. You need to listen to a E40 who's always been independent. You need to listen to a Tech 9 who's always been independent. Their interviews, and they tell you, hey, this is what I did. This is how hard I had to hustle. But they're well known. And they still make music. And they got brand deals, and people know who they are, and they making money, but they're not beholden to a label who's saying, yeah, you stuck on our label, and we pretty much own you. You need to be looking at these interviews. And one of the biggest things I learned from Bootsy said, man, I had so much trouble in my own city of Baton Rouge. He said, once I moved out of Baton Rouge, man, my life got better. Once you get to a certain level, man, your life get better, because you got to think about it. Baton Rouge, a lot of police officers in Baton Rouge might be cats he grew up with in high school, middle school. And, quote, they did things the, quote, right way, end quote, and they went to school and they got a regular 9 to 5, they pull up to a parking lot, they leave with a Ford F-150, they might be a couple years old. When a Booty pull up to the parking lot, the dealership, he leaves with the new Bentley, the brand new joint, with about a mile on it. Ain't nobody sat in, you know, except for the person who pulled off the trailer. That breeds envy and contempt and vitriol for you, man. And if you, I'm okay, well, sure, I can't. Yeah, I'm an officer, so I'm gonna gaffle you up every time. Yeah, it smell like weed. Nah, man, I just got this off the dealership, man. Ain't no weed smell. I ain't smoking. I ain't got nothing. Yeah, it smell like weed. Get up out the car. What you? Okay, officer, man, you true? Oh, you was just then you getting gaffled up and jacked up because for him it's like, you know, I did everything right. How come you do better than me? You might have a homie, young man, who act like he really down for you. He just there. If you just sit and think about it, he's just there. He ain't doing nothing, bruh. He ain't contributing. He ain't wrote a bar. He ain't told you, hey man, your sound ain't right. Go hard, bro. He ain't encourage you nothing, but he's there and he feel like because he's there, you owe him whatever you get on the dealership. You finally get on, you'll get your Benz, brand new Benz. Excuse me, fam. He's there like, all right, cool, where's mine at? But he ain't did nothing. Like, what you mean yours at, bro? Come on now. I was there. You owe me. Move out of your city. Move out of your city. And when you come back, man, have yourself protected, man. Oh man, I ain't nobody gonna touch. This ain't Atlanta. This ain't Houston. But you see a star. It's like you see a famous rapper or whatever, a famous R&B singer. It's like people are crash outs around you, man. You don't believe me? This sister, Jada Arnell Thomas, R&B singer. Let me say it again, R&B singer. I went to the Umar the third time. Ara and Bia singer. Not a rapper, not a hood chick, not a bossy chick, nothing like that. Jada Arnell Thomas was shot while signing autographs after performance at the Dallas Black Academy of Arts and Letters. Shout out to them. Our brother Tariq, he held an event there a couple summers ago, and I was there. There's a female named Micah Williams. Who did it? 26-year-old female who shot her. Motive for the shootings unknown. She's a hater. I'm always spelling retarded. Sorry, y'all. Especially these. Michael Williams, Dallas. Yeah, boy, these Dallas. Dallas shooter. Here, I'll show y'all who this chick is. A big back. Hey, look at this. Side by side. Hair did, nails did, everything did. Big back, terrible skin, acne everywhere, 3 chins. Motive still unknown. Hater. Young lady body snatched, in shape, big backosaurus. That's why she did it. I should be the singer at this. No, you're not. You shouldn't. You didn't work hard enough. Or you ain't doing enough. That should be me. No, it shouldn't be. You didn't work hard enough. You ain't do enough. How come they get to? Because you ain't work hard enough. You ain't doing enough, family. If you ain't work hard, family. Some of y'all got people next to you. I want you to know, do something. There's two things you can do. There's a, I don't know if they got the DVDs or the Blu-ray. There you go. I love this show. It's about 12 years old. Over 12 years old, actually. Or 14 years old. 2009 to 2011. If you can find this and watch this is one of the best things you can do. At least for the first season. Lie to Me goes in depth on how people may sit there and look at you and lie through their teeth, but their body language can't. If they don't like you, their body's gonna say it. The face is gonna be facial expression. Man, nah, man, you know I rock with you. But there's gonna be this gritting of the teeth when they talk towards you. The eyes will be piercing. There's always gonna be this. There's something about them as their body language is gonna say, communicate. I want to harm you because I'm jealous at worst. I mean, jealous at best and envious at worst towards you and your success. Be mindful of that, man. If you got somebody that likes to talk around you, they're always telling you, hey, what's going on? How you doing? They, oh man, I'm sorry, all right, but you doing this, that, and other. And they always keep mentioning what you're doing. And it centers around the same thing. It never changes. That person they have angst towards you, man. I don't care who it is, male, female. They got angst towards you. They got a personal vendetta against you, man. Like don't ignore that. They keep saying the same thing every time you greet them. It's been 3 or 4 greetings over the course of 2 months. Cause you don't be around them that often. But if you are more often and they keep saying the same thing, take note of that. And watch your back. Or move around. Yellow Beezy moved out of Dallas. His life got a lot better. Before he officially moved out of Dallas, he ended up getting shot. Think about it. If Mo 3 would have moved out of Dallas, Mo 3 still be killing. Think about Mo 3 and Big X the Plug doing a track together. Man, hold up. I had to go all the way to Texas with it. Man, hold up. Mo3 and Big X the Plug doing a track together? Doing a song together? Oh my goodness. Oh. You're I. And then Mo 3 come in, hit on the beach. Oh my god. You gotta get outside of it, man. Once you get into a certain level, man, cats see you as a target. Cats see you as a target. Get out of the city. The more you are seen, the more cats are like, I gotta do something to you. Couldn't be you. Shout out, my dad said it best. This is the phrase I want you to understand. If you're a young man, you can become a victim of your own success. You can become a victim of your own success. Meaning what? People are talking about you so much and how you're a good rapper. Don't let some dude who finally got a chick that's the baddest chick he ever bagged talking about, if I ever got a chance to meet someone, so I'll let him do this, that, whoop, the woo woo. He done been chasing this chick for 2-3 years. And now he heard how if she just meets you on the strength, off the bike, word to 4 extra, off the back, she meets you. She opened up her throat chakras. The box, you can get it from the rooter to the tutor, just on meeting you on GP. He been chasing her for years. He want to do you dirty. And you playing around cool. Like, I ain't worried about these dudes. Yes, they will. Cats will crash out over some coochie, bro. And it be mid. But they'll crash out because that's the best they ever had, bro. You on your way up. Move out of the way. You on your way up. Move out of the way. Get out of the peripheral, get out of the vision of lame niggas and crash outs. It keeps soaring. I want you young men to soar. Put Dallas and Fort Worth on the map, man. But you gotta get out of the way. You gotta get your money and move in a position where cats clearly can't see you. Because people gonna talk about the work you do. This you can't stop that. You keep being hot, they gonna keep talking about that. But move out of the way where these cats can't come and they don't keep seeing you. It's one thing to hear about you and they can't do nothing. They can't touch you. You out of reach. It's another thing like, oh, this nigga, he be at Slappy. Man's daughter be with. I don't give a damn about that. I'm that much of a crash out that no rules, no decorum, no morals, no nothing. Yeah, street is street, but from my understanding, the kids know those were off limits. His mama with him and stall him out. His little one with him, stall him out. Now cats don't give a damn no more. Young men, y'all saw my catalog. I'm not moving numbers like y'all. But I ain't telling everybody what I'm doing. People know now, but I'm finna move out the way. I'm finna get out of the limelight. I'm finna get out of their line of vision. Move up, get out of people's line of vision, or at least put yourself in a position where they can't get to you readily. You're not easily accessible. It keeps soaring, man. Take it to the next heights. Bootsy moved out of his hometown. The Baby moved out of his hometown. Master P moved out of his hometown. My understanding, Jay-Z don't live in his hometown no more. 50 Cent don't live in, at least not in that part of New York no more. Once you start moving up, you got to move around because cats feel like you owe them something, even if they've done nothing to deserve it. Oh shoot, that's the home. That's the home. Hold on. So let's get to this real quick. All right, boom. I just told you guys about the publishing and stuff like that. You got a DSP. How you protect your publishing? Everything I name: Illuminate, Media Base, Sound Exchange, Song Trust, ASCAP, Eco. 6 things to protect you so your music is your music. I own my masters. I have all the master cuts of my records. All of them. Even the ones I took down, I still have them. I got them on what's called a NAS, or Network Attached Storage. Artists, quit going around with just a hard drive. Yes, a hard drive is good. I got a 5 terabyte hard drive I back stuff up to. But I also got a 16 terabyte NAS, and I'm finna upgrade actually to a bigger NAS because I filled this one up 16 terabytes, but it's broken down 8 terabytes that I put music and stuff on, 8 terabytes that's backup. So if my 8 get encrypted and get corrupted, I got 8 that's already, it's fresh. Cool, let's pull from that, put it back over here, and boom, I got fresh data that's non-corrupted data. And so if I want to drop a song, or I want to have a song synced, I've got to the point now where I create stems. So if I want to say, hey, we want these harmonies, cool, we can sync the harmonies. I got my stuff set up properly so I can go back in, and if I need to go and ASCAP, hey, such want to sync music, okay, cool, they finna sync it, they send me the paperwork over, this is who we are, this is what we're gonna do it for, boom, 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 I enter it in, boom, 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 you guys enter in, do what you do with the track, I get to sync, I clear them for sync, whoop, whoop, the money comes in. But listen aside, this is what happened when you sign it and cats give you a janky deal, and this boo dude, I think he looks Senegalese to me, honestly. Might be one of Akon's cousins.
with Kanye West, y'all. I was always signed to Boo. So I had to become a writer. I had to make some kind of money or I was going back to the street. So Jay was like, hey man, until we figure this shit out, help me come rap. So I wrote Black Skinhead. We end up getting $1 million deal. They about to give me something stupid. Boo comes out the blue and claims that he owned my publishing. This nigga comes and send a cease and desist from Universal, right, to take 50% of what I wrote. He's just a thorn in my side, right? Like after that, I end up trying to get my percentages back and shit, right? All these lawyers I'm hiring, they can't get my percentages back from Universal. So I called the motherfucker myself. They said, well, we already collected the money, but we can give you your percentages back, but we can't give you your money. They hit me with some shit. It went into a black box when don't nobody claim the money. They split it between every writer on their company. So I gave $500,000, bro. When I'm homeless, damn it broke as fuck.
Family, if you are an independent artist, you're trying to get on. Cool, get on. Before you do, go to YouTube, say, artist talks about music industry. J. Cole talks about what to do as an artist. He talks about what to do as an artist before you come on. Nipsey's Hustle, may he rest in power. He talked about, information they given to him. He called his last album before Victory Lap dropped a mixtape. So when he did his deal, they had to do his deal on projected numbers, or not on what he actually sold. Set yourself up in a proper position, man. People do interviews. Big X the Plug do interviews. All these cats that y'all looking up to I want to get on, I want to rap. They do interviews. La Russell, I respect that young man. That young man got so much hustle in him. He does he does a gang of interviews. Like, this is what you do. This is how you move. If you want to move in this lane, this is how you move. So you can be viable, so you don't get boxed in. 50% of your publishing, Boo ain't write a lyric. Look at this cat, man. Look, trying to do it. Hold on. Look at this cat. Hold on, man. Where's he from? No, no. It's Boo. Sign, Sci-Hi. It's Boo. Boo and Kanye West. Hold on, maybe that give me a clue who he is. Boo and Kanye West. Boo. Thiem is the manager of Kanye West. Thiem is the CEO of Boo Vision Entertainment. Oh, Senegal was okay. Boo. Hold on. I know the Negroes ain't really. Thiem. No wonder. Tethers of a feather. No wonder. Remember, Akon got locked up for stealing, for boosting cars. Remember that? And we never seen Akon City, huh? Never seen Akon City. I know. I like that last name. Sound familiar. Tethers of a feather. It's our high street cat. No Dope on Sundays was his album.
I had to become a writer. I had to make some kind of money.
So yeah, family. Be careful. Protect yourself at all times. Make sure your deal, if you're gonna be in the music industry, if you got a child who wants to be in the music industry, look at these interviews. Look at Matthew Knowles interviews. Look at all these interviews. All these interviews tell you the same daggum thing on how to protect yourself as an artist. From TLC interviews to Mariah Carey interviews to New Edition. It's always the same game. They're gonna try to find a way to finesse you and mess you over. I don't care if the artist is white, black, Hispanic, or Asian. If they've been in the industry for a while, they'll tell you, hey, look, this is how you don't get effed over. Because that's what I experienced. And so you don't get effed over. And this one for me, some of you might know this, I didn't know our sister had created or was a voice on this theme song.
My girlfriend, to go there. There was a run that I do on the song that they started to write the show to. And when they started to write, they realized that if they go past this run, the ratings are low. But if they get it in time where they write on the run, they got, the ratings were super high. So they told me, not only is that a theme song, that song, it has magic to it. So yes, I was kind of shocked when people was like, I saw everybody on TikTok singing My Girlfriend. Girlfriends.
With that, family, protect yourselves. If you're a young artist, especially a young man, and you in your city making waves, making moves, consider once you start reaching a certain level, moving around and getting out of people's line of view. Get out of their line of sight. You know what I'm saying? You can still make your moves, make your money, do your records, keep building yourself, but get out of their line of sight. There's crash shots around you. Sisters, I don't care if you're a rapper or a singer. You can be doing out of the Dallas Academy of Arts and Letters. The Dallas Black Academy Arts and Letters. And she was shot. There's crash outs everywhere. And if you're gonna be in this music industry, learn the business side of it. Go watch these damn interviews. Sit your ass down for an hour, 2 hours a day and learn from the people who go through it. They say a smart man learns from his mistakes, but a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. And with that being said, peace and black empowerment. Rest in peace, little Ronnie. Rest in peace, Angie Stone.